Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you for a movie review almost early this afternoon, and this is for The Woman in the Window that I just got done watching on Netflix or whatever. So I'm just gonna discuss what I watched for this movie and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this review. This stars Amy Adams in this movie, along with Julianne Moore and uh, who else? Gary Oldman and a few other actors and all that. But pretty much what I think of this movie overall, it was disappointing. It, I think Amy Adams pretty much overacted in this movie, and it kind of bothered me that there was too much overacting. Everyone else's characters were fine except for Amy Adams's character. Cause I just wasn't feeling for her character. Sorry for my yawning. I tend to do that sometimes in my videos. Um, but yeah, there's a part in the movie where she overacts and gets a little dramatic with her role, and I'm like, this is not a good movie. It sounds like she's being the crazy one in this movie. uh, with her character, of course, not in real life, but her character. But I just didn't like this movie, to be honest. It just was a little underwhelming and underperformed. Uh, Pretty much, she's a psychologist and she meets these neighbors called the Russells, and pretty much she finds a woman being stabbed or whatever, and then she immediately jumps the gun and calls 911, which is the right thing to do. Uh, to assume that this person she thought she knew died or whatever, but pretty much it has a little twist at the end, but it's not a bad twist, just I just didn't like this movie and how the pacing of the movie was going. It was going very slow. It was not it was feeling boring and very underperformed. Not by every actor or actress, but just Amy Adams pretty much seemed like not a great character for her. It just wasn't the movie for her because she was overacting in this movie, and that's what caused the movie to downfall a bit. Uh, so overall, I think The Woman in the Window was a bad movie. It just I don't see myself returning to this movie probably ever because I just found it to be boring, underperformed, and underwhelming too to watch because it just doesn't build up enough uh, suspension for this movie or suspense, I guess you could say. So this is like a thriller kind of movie, I guess you could say, psychological thriller movie, I guess you could say. But for a score, I think I'm gonna give The Woman in the Window a 5 out of 10. This was not that good. I just don't see myself returning to this movie, like I said, and it was not a good movie. In my personal opinion, it just wasn't good. But if you did like this movie, that's good. But I know IDMB gave it a 5.7 out of 10, but I gave it a 5 out of 10 because I just felt that the acting from Amy Adams was very poor and not very good. Because in other movies, she does very good with her other acting, but this one, she went a little over the edge with her acting, in my personal opinion. But not that I'm saying I hate her acting. I don't hate her as an actress. It's just this movie was not for her. But comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the movie The Woman in the Window if you've seen it. And if you like this movie review that I did for you guys. And I forgot to mention that in the movie she's like this agoraphobic psychiatrist, so she's afraid of going out in crowds and all that. Uh, so she hates going outside, kind of thing. But yeah, until she overcomes her fear and eventually takes the big step and does that with her character towards the end of the movie. But that's all I'm gonna say. I just did not like this movie. But if you did like this movie review I made for you guys almost this afternoon, or about the afternoon time, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can. Support the channel. Sorry, that's my phone dinging off. It does that sometimes. It's probably my Discord or something. But I will be returning to you for another movie review. It's probably going to be a little later for the movie Spiral, the Chris Rock and Samuel L. Jackson movie. So I'm going to check that out, and hopefully it's a good one. I hope so. I'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, this movie just wasn't for me, to be honest. It could have been much better, but it let me down. But I hope you did enjoy this movie review for The Woman in the Window that I made for you guys about this afternoon. I did the best I could to make it as good as possible. Stay safe, take care, and as always, I'll see you in my next video.